Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, we'll be going through is the loyalty chest tree as per choices, priority, and also the Divinate as well. So at the event shop here, we can already buy the loyalty chest, and make sure there's always a fourth shop here. This one is for the loyalty chest tree Divinate. So the current patch here, the loyalty chest tree, we have Yunchuan, Tang Xuan, Li Ling, Gabri, Clara, Sienna, Zora, Brewster, and Ife. Right. So this one here is updated till 3.4.10. I'm not sure if that's going to as per balance in the future, but at least for now, this is how the priority is going to go for. So this video is going to separate into a few parts. Feel free to use the timestamp to go for it. So R2, R4, R6, and the Divinate tier list within these four. Within this video, I will separate into 4 parts. So I will separate into best, not bad, and no. So no is personally for me, I won't get the Reso at all. Then not bad is I will consider getting it, but I won't. It's not my highest priority unless the best one here is already gotten. Alright, so the first aspect we're gonna go through is gonna be Yunchuan's R2 effect. So R2 effect here, when the enemy at third eye seal is no longer just himself getting the assist, is everyone hit the one who have third eye seal debuff. He will also assist with S2, so nothing much to say about it. It's definitely the best. When you get R2 Yunchuan, there's a whole new gameplay for Yunchuan. Then for Tang Xuan here, R2 effect, instead of absorbing the enchantment, there's corresponding effect based on the number of enchantment. His S1 have a chance to launch pursuit attack. So basically, now you have an RNG chance to go bong the enemy again. It is something good. I would say it's good for the wind tower, all those stuff when you're using Tang Xuan, or maybe like in PvP when you go until high reso. Then this bong here maybe will actually turn the table off. So I would say it's not bad for Tang Xuan. Alright, then for Li Ling wise, Li Ling R2 effect, if I'm not mistaken, defense break is it? Upon a crit, Altar cooldown -1 turn. So Altar, so it's after you cast S3, right? And then you cast S2, the S2 here will CD reduce his S3. So this effect here is very strong, but only when you are using Li Ling in Calamity Tower. Because if you are considering as content wise, Li Ling is not really used much more than Tang Xuan, but in terms of effect wise, this effect is pretty good. So I would say it's either best or not bad somewhere here, but I'll put it at not bad just because he doesn't mainly use in a lot of content. Then this is Gabriel. So Gabriel here, R2 effect, each piece grants extra damage per hit, extra 0.33%. So this damage is just some extra damage, but the most of the time when you use Gabriel here is mainly for her immunity, all those stuff, and you don't really use Gabriel a lot now. Even in Wind Tower, if I really want to use Gabriel, I will use her for the immunity. So I would say the R2 effect here, not really worth to pick the Reso in my opinion. Then the next one is Clara. Clara R2 effect here gains immunity extend to 2 turns. This is very important because no longer just 1 turn of immunity. 2 turn of immunity actually changed the whole situation. So in my opinion, I'll put Clara at best. Then Sienna R2 effect here will give you attack up and speed up extend to 3 turns, so your rotation is a lot more smoother, no longer just 2 turns and speed up. So I would say it's either not bad or best, but I would say it's best because 1 turn of extra buff, it is a very impactful changes. Then next one is Zora. Zora R2 effect, inflict defense down on a target for 2 turns. At the S1 is good, but not really that effective, so I would say it's no. Then the next one is Brewster. Brewster R2 effect here. At the start of the combat, he will instantly get 3 stacks of reload. Then this 3 stacks of reload will make him able to pew pew. So best. Cause if you want to use Brewster, like let's say in APAP, let's say in wave content, Brewster R2 effect is really effective. Then the next one here is Ife. So Ife R2 effect here, when the ability ends, extend all the debuff duration of that target and instantly apply the poison effect for the target for 1 turn. So let's say you pair Ife with Hilda and you put Hilda or Kara as well. You apply the poison stack on the boss first, then you use Ife to trigger the poison instantly. This is a very strong effect, so I'll put it at best. So this part here is for the R2 Reso in my opinion. This is the priority tier list I'll go for. It depends on what you need, right? Like within them, right? Within these 5 aspects here, who have a higher priority, definitely Yunchuan. But it also depends on, do you need Yunchuan for your content? Okay, then next, go for the R4. Alright, so R4 effect here, let's continue back with Effaces. R4 effect here, 20% chance of ignoring defense when attacking. I would say it's not bad, but if I use Efface, I don't really care that part. I would say it's something good to have, but I don't really think it's worth to rush for that Reso. Then Brewster here, R4 effect here, when this expert is not attacking on their own turn, damage increase. This is a very strong effect, especially when you use Brewster as a DPS. When Brewster shoot out the bullet, it will increase at 15% damage, because most of the time when Brewster hit the damage is outside of his turn. Okay, then for Sienna here, R4 effect, with that an ability on cooldown, speed plus 20%, plus 20, not 20%, plus 20. This is good, to be honest. It's good. Like plus 20 speed is very effective. I would say it's not bad or best. I would say it's best for now. I would say it's best for now, unless I have changes, or else I would say best for now. Okay, then for Clara, R4 effect here will grant base defense plus 20% to the Esper who have the shield buff. Any kind of shield buff will also trigger this, but this is base defense 20%. Like, it's good to have, but I don't think it's that important unless you pair Clara with, like, let's say defense scaling Esper like Liam, all those stuff, or else this defense plus 20 base defense here won't really show much of a difference. Okay, then for Yun Chuan, where's Yun Chuan? Okay, Yun Chuan here, R4 effect, when as element advantage damage plus 50%. So when you use Yun Chuan, is most of the time is like the boss content, right? Then boss content usually doesn't have an element for you. So most of it's unlike Brewster. Brewster is as long as outside of his turn, then he will trigger the bullet damage increase, right? But for Yun Chuan have to be element advantage, but most of the content when you use Yun Chuan there's no element advantage, so I would say it's not bad, but not until best, just because it's not outside of his turn. If it's outside of his turn, then it's very, very good. Okay, then for Li Ling, R4 effect here, upon killing an enemy, heals 30% of the max HP. Like, I don't really care about that max HP part, because not like Li Ling can kill them. Okay, then Tang Shen here, R4 effect. After cast a non-basic ability, the next basic ability effect plus 30%. Though this is huge. So let's say you cast S3, and then your S3 here let you trigger your S1 bong. Then this bong here will damage increase. Or you cast S2, right? Then when you cast S2, after that you cast S1, cause you have a 20% chance, right, from the R2 effect here. Then this damage increase by 30%. So I would say it's not bad. Not until best, but I would say it's not bad, because if you actually play Tang Shen in like PvP content, after cast S3 and then bong, whoa, that bong is so pain. Okay, then for Zora, R4 effect here, when casting non-basic ability, the next basic ability damage plus 30%, basically like Tang Shen 1. When you cast S3, then it's definitely followed up with an S1, right? So it will deal the extra damage. I would say it's not bad. It's actually not bad tier, but because Zora is not mainly used in a lot of content, and also I would say no, just because getting the Reso Nora don't really help you at all. Like, okay, then Gabriel R4 effect, when attacking, consume 5% max HP and deal extra true damage. The true damage is based on her HP consume. It's extra DPS, but as I mentioned, if I really want to use Gabriel, I won't be using Gabriel as a DPS, so I will say no. Okay, so this is the part for the R4. Like, let's say your Esper is R3 and you're going for R4, which kind of Esper you should go for? Then this is my own priority I would go for when I'm going for Reso 4. Alright, then now we're going for the Reso 6 one. As usual, I'm going to start with the Gabriel first, because she's the last one I stopped. So Gabriel R6 effect, immunity extend to 3 turns. So this is very important. Like, if you use Gabriel for the immunity content and get immunity extend to 3 turns, is a very huge change. So I would say that for the R6, so let's say you have R5 Gabriel, you're going for R6, I would say that is a very good effect. Okay, then for Tang Shen here, when you go to R6, the damage of bong, the splash damage increase to 4, so become an AoE bong. So I would say it's also good though. Like, a lot of them R6 is like very good, right? I would say it's not bad. I would say it's not bad, or maybe best, somewhere here. Alright, somewhere here. Then the next one is Brewster. So Brewster R6 effect here makes him have a splash damage, and not just that, when the target max HP is higher than Brewster, will also increase the damage. Basically a lot more free DPS for Brewster, and also makes Brewster pew able to splash damage, so he's shooting 2 bullets out. So definitely best, and you use a lot of content for Brewster. Okay, then for the Sienna. So Sienna here, R6 effect as your stun extend to 2 turn is good when you stun on the target, but if you use content in like bossing like Falsetto Fantasy, then it's not really that good. If you use in Wind Tower, it might save you of the 2 turn, but in Wind Tower usually you want to clear it fast, right? So if you want to clear it fast, the stun extend don't really help too much, but I would say it's not bad effect to have. Alright, then the next one is Clara. Clara R6 effect here, healing times change to 3 times, so the proc of the heal will increase, but I don't think it's that effective for R6 Reso value. Okay, then the next one is Zora. So Zora here, R6 effect, when an ally attacks, Zora have 15% chance to assist with S1. It is something good to have, but I don't think it's really worth the Reso, at least for now, unless they buff Zora in the future. So I would say no. Okay, then for Yunchuan here, R6 effect, when attacked, Yunchuan have a and if Yunchuan get attacked and he can take action, 15% chance of blocking the attack, and if the attacker is inflicted with 3rd eye seal, so let's say you are inflicting 3rd eye seal to the boss and the boss hit Yunchuan, then Yunchuan have a 30% chance to block the damage. So even though if Yunchuan go full out glass cannon, Yunchuan might have still able to survive from the damage. So I would say it's a not bad, not until the best, but the blocking part is sometimes RNG might actually save your Yunchuan from dying, so I would say it's a not bad effect. Okay, then for the next one is Li Ling. So Li Ling here, the S3 here, every single hit will absorb 10% of the target AP. It is good to have, but I don't think it's that important, so I would say somewhere no to not bad somewhere here, but personally I would say no. Okay, then for Ife R6 effect here, instantly apply poison effect on the target for 1 turn, so this is Tail Whip. And because of this R6 effect actually make Ife not reliable in Dark Starlord, but this effect here will be good for Andras. Like let's say Ife cast S1 on Andras and then instantly trigger all the poison effects, so it's something good. But in terms of value wise, I don't really think so. I would say it's no to not bad, but if I have to compare with the rest here, I would say it's no. So this is the Reso 6 part of the priority tier list for my situation. Alright, then let's go for the Divinate part. Alright, so for the Divinate from Ife, let's look at the D3 one, right? Okay, because we can get 2 for the Divinate, so let's take a look at the D3 one. If the barrel HP is above 70%, 100% chance of inflicting poison for 1 turn before casting Gust. So you apply poison first, then only cast, which one? Apply poison first, then you only cast Gust. So now Ife S2 also have poison. But I don't think it's not something that important, so I'll put it no. Okay, then the next one is Brewster. Brewster Divinate here, when Brewster had the reload buff, the final damage increased. So this is very effective, like all his Reso is already increasing his damage from the S1, now it's further increased more, so I would say it's the best. Okay, then for Li Ling, Divinate effect S3, before casting S3, 100% chance of gaining attack up for 2 turns. This is something good to have. I would say it's not bad, like instantly self buff. Okay, then the next one is Gabriel. Gabriel Divinate here, at the start of the battle, you instantly get 100% chance of gaining immunity, especially now the current meta, like Yuhime meta, you want to counter Hilda, like a lot of things is actually relying on immunity now, because if you have the immunity at the start, you don't have to afraid of how 100% chance getting S3 by Tolan or getting hamstruck by Yuhime. Immunity value is getting higher and higher now, so and since her Divinate can 100% chance of give her 1 turn of immunity chance, I would say this is the best. Okay, especially in PvP content, this immunity is a game changing. Then for Yunchuan wise, at the start of the round, the bearer have a 100% chance of gaining attack up for 1 turn. So at the start of combat only, then attack up for 1 turn only. So value wise, not really that important in my opinion. Okay, then for Clara, Divinate, after casting an S1, you have a 100% chance of dispelling 1 debuff from the ally from the lowest HP percentage. So it's extra free 1 dispel. Dispel is always come in handy, so I would say it's not bad, because it just really helps when the dispel on the correct debuff. Okay, then for Tangxuan here, when his HP is above 70%, his right angle damage increase. So the S1 here damage increase, so all his main DPS is coming from S1, so I would say it's not bad. Okay, then the next one is Zora. Zora Divinate. When the Zora HP is above 70%, her S1 final damage increase. So it's something like Tangxian 1. I would say it's not bad, but just the utility of Zora, I would say is no. Unless they buff Zora next patch, who knows. Okay, then Sienna here, Divinate wise, before casting S3, 100% chance of dispelling one buff from each enemy. So this thing is very good synergized to her own kit, because before casting S3, dispel one buff first, maybe the buff will be immunity, then you can clear the AP and also stun them. So this one is very good, especially you need it to be consistent because it's RNG. If it's D1 at 50%, then D3 is 100%. You're always wanting to be 100% to be ensured, right? So yeah, so this is the Divinate tier list I will go for personally for myself as well. So feel free to comment down how do you guys think about it. It might be different than your own choices because it really depends on what content you're going for, what Esper you like. So let's say like Yun Chuan, I know some player really likes Yun Chuan, he will make the Yun Chuan until D6. Then you don't have to follow by my Divinate. So this is just based on my opinion. Feel free to share your thoughts and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Gen MP, Roses15, Molcult Regili, The Bluer Trelane, Pigeon Roulette, Kemi, thank you so much for the support. And for the supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Code Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chawny, Von Hexa, Rawson Bessie, Antonio Winterspoon, Marilyn Williams, Uncle Chad, Eric Mendes, Carrigrin, thank you so much for the support. And that's not all. Also special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. So thank you to Amy, Chawny, Carrigrin, Ice, Mr. Argaran, and Riku Fred. Thank you so much for the support and hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye bye.